New York City, the city that never sleeps, is known for its sky-high buildings, bustling streets, and luxurious lifestyle. And at the heart of this iconic city is Billionaires Row, a stretch of ultra-luxurious skyscrapers that house some of the world's wealthiest people. But did you know that this elite address is currently half empty? That's right, Billionaires Row is facing a major occupancy crisis, and in this video, we'll delve into the reasons behind this unexpected phenomenon. So buckle up, grab a cup of coffee, and join me as we explore the mysteries of New York's Billionaires Row. It's no secret that New York City is a hub for the rich and famous. The city boasts some of the most expensive and opulent properties in the world. The Billionaires Row is one such location that was once the epitome of luxury living. New York's Billionaires Row, located on 57th Street in Manhattan, is a stretch of ultra-luxury condominium buildings that house some of the most expensive apartments in the world. Together with the Plaza Hotel, the Russian Tea Room, and Carnegie Hall, you'll discover 432 Park Avenue, 53 West 53rd Street, 111 West 57th, 157, and Central Park Tower nearby. Similarly, 220 Central Park South, 520 Park Avenue, and 252 East 57th Street are a few blocks apart. It sparked a revolution in ultra-slender skyscrapers. The towers are now a breathtaking show of riches, status, and engineering innovations. With stunning views of Central Park and the surrounding skyline, it's no wonder that Billionaires Row was once the hottest spot for the world's wealthiest people to call home. However, despite its opulence and prestige, the area has been plagued by high vacancy rates in recent years. Several factors could contribute to this phenomenon. Firstly, the COVID-19 pandemic. Since the outbreak of the pandemic in late 2019, many wealthy individuals have chosen to stay in remote locations or invest in properties outside the city. This trend is not limited to New York but has been observed globally. With the rise of remote work, people are no longer bound to live in the city, and as a result, they are exploring other options for their primary residence. Moreover, the pandemic has made people re-evaluate their priorities. Many of them are looking for larger spaces, including outdoor areas like gardens and terraces. The ultra-luxury condos on Billionaires Row may not cater to such requirements. In contrast, properties outside the city frequently offer more space and amenities like private pools and gardens. Next, the oversupply of luxury condos in the city is another main reason which has led to a glut in the market. The real estate boom in New York City over the last few years has led to a construction frenzy, with developers building more luxury condos than the market can absorb. As a result, some developers are finding it difficult to find buyers for their units, especially those that are priced at the very high end of the market. The oversupply of luxury condos has also led to a drop in prices, with many units selling for less than their asking price. This has made it more difficult for developers to recoup their investment and has led to some projects being put on hold or canceled altogether. So, while Billionaires Row may still be the most exclusive street in the city, it is clear that the real estate market here is struggling. With an oversupply of luxury condos and a drop in demand, many of these buildings are half empty, waiting for buyers to snap up the units that they cannot seem to sell. Another factor to consider is the changing preferences of wealthy buyers. Some of the world's richest people are now opting for more privacy and exclusivity, choosing to buy larger properties outside of the city or in gated communities. These mega mansions come complete with all the amenities and luxuries one could ever desire, including private golf courses, swimming pools, and even private lakes. And while Billionaires Row may have the breathtaking views of Central Park, it can't quite compete with the peace and tranquility that come with living outside of the city. The hustle and bustle of New York City can be exciting, but for those who have everything they need at their fingertips, it can quickly become overwhelming. Instead, many wealthy buyers are now opting for a quieter, more peaceful lifestyle. But that's not the only reason Billionaires Row is half empty. There are also high maintenance and operating costs associated with these buildings. These buildings come with a whole host of amenities like private elevators, valet parking, and 24-hour concierge service. And while these perks may seem attractive, they come at a cost. The monthly maintenance fees for some of these buildings can run into tens of thousands of dollars. And when you add in property taxes and other costs, it's no wonder that some buyers are deterred. So, while the idea of living in a luxury apartment on Billionaires Row may seem like a dream come true, the reality is that it comes with a hefty price tag. And for some billionaires, it's simply not worth it. And that's why some of these buildings are half empty. It's a stark reminder that even the most exclusive real estate in the world is subject to the laws of supply and demand. Finally, to understand the story of Billionaires Row, we need to go back to its origins. It is worth noting that some of the buildings on Billionaires Row were designed as investments rather than residences. Developers purchased the land and built the properties intending to sell units for a profit rather than attracting long-term residents. This means that if you own an apartment in a building like 432 Park and rarely or never visit it, you can be relatively sure that it won't be negatively impacted by unforeseen public usage. In another case, these investors may be content to hold on to their units until the market improves, rather than renting them out or selling them at a loss. But why did developers choose to build for investment rather than long-term residency? One reason is the soaring prices of real estate in New York City. The cost of land in Billionaires Row is incredibly high, and constructing a building from scratch can be an expensive and risky endeavor. By building to sell individual units, developers can mitigate some of that risk and potentially earn a large profit, making the units really expensive to justify building a super thin tower. However, this investment strategy has led to a unique problem for Billionaires Row: empty apartments. With many investors holding on to their units, these buildings can sit partially empty, waiting for the right buyer. This can create a strange dynamic where the buildings appear full from the outside but are only partially occupied. So, what does this mean for potential residents? Well, if you're in the market for a luxury apartment, Billionaires Row could be an excellent opportunity. With many investors looking to sell their units, there's a chance to get a great deal on some of the most luxurious properties in the city. But for Billionaires Row, the question remains, will these buildings ever be fully occupied? Only time will tell if these investment properties will become the luxury residences they were intended to be. Will the market rebound and fill these empty luxury condos? Only time will tell, but for now, Billionaires Row remains a ghost town, a testament to the unpredictability of the real estate market in New York City. However, one thing is for sure. Despite the empty units, the real estate market in New York City continues to be one of the most sought after and lucrative in the world. And with more and more luxury developments cropping up, it will be interesting to see how the market evolves and whether Billionaires Row will continue to be a destination for the world's wealthiest. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.